Reviewing the A&K SPR Mod Zero. This gun retails for about $215. The package includes a high cap 300 round magazine, a 9.6 volt battery, a wall charger, an unjamming rod, and of course the gun. Now, plastic parts on this gun. The grip is plastic, the stock is plastic, the foregrip is plastic, and the included mag is also plastic. As you can see, I've taped all of the plastic parts, not because they're broken, but because I like that feel a little bit better. Now, externals, the body feels pretty good. It's about 8 to 10 pounds fully loaded. Very cavernous stock here. You can fit a large type battery in here. Mind you, the connector is a small type, and you'll be getting a mini type 9.6 volt. Some things that you'll notice that the normal M16 doesn't have are, first of all, of course, this front assembly. This is pretty unique to this gun and all Mark 12s and variants, but it's not something you see on the field a lot. Another thing you'll notice are these metal flip-up sights. You've got the windage adjustable aperture in the back and the elevation adjustable aperture in the front. Now, third, you'll notice the SPR flash hider. This is also on most Mark 12s. Usually you don't see this a lot on other DMRs. Now, we have two apertures here, the small hole and then the combat optic. Internally, the gearbox is full metal. It's got an M130 spring and a very high torque motor. Now, the bushings are metal, and also the box itself is metal, and it also has steel gears. It has a metal hop-up right in here, metal hop-up. You can also see it here. It's accessible by the Mach bolt. And it also has a 6.04 tight bore barrel, and the barrel length is about 15 inches. So, some external cons I have with this gun. The rear has a mount for a sling. The front, however, there's nowhere to mount a sling anywhere on this gun. You have to buy a sling mount separately. Now, considering the weight of this gun, 8 to 10 pounds, that's pretty dang heavy, and that's with a full mag and battery. Also, the A&K mag is a little bit thicker, I guess, than some other M16 and M4 style mags. So if you buy, say, a JG mag or a G&G mag, they're gonna wobble a little bit. I taped all my mags. That seemed like a pretty easy fix. They all fit snug in there now. And internally, the only con I really have is the grease job in the gearbox isn't very good. It's the green Chinese gear grease, not very good, and the grease job also was not distributed very evenly. So, other than that, though, this gun is extremely solid. For $215, you get the gun, not including the bipod. This is mine. This is an NC Star bipod. I highly suggest this if you want to get into a sniper role. I think it was $30 to $40. It's full size. Highly suggest a bipod for this gun. Also short mags if you want to go with the DMR look. But yeah, I mean, pretty much this gun for $215 is a great deal. Think of that. How many packages give you a 9.6 volt battery and a full metal gun right out of the box for a little over $200? That's a great deal. I would suggest this to any pro and intermediate players. You beginners, or like you 12 to 16-year-old guys, well, 16 could handle this, but like 10 to 12-year-olds, this might be a little heavy as a gun to run and gun with, especially when you start throwing on metal accessories. When I have a suppressor, bipod, and a scope on here, it weighs in at about 14 to 15 pounds. Now, that might not sound like a lot. Oh yeah, I can lift that. But when you're running with it on a field, it's extremely heavy. So, just keep that in mind. Other than that, though, that's pretty much it. Let's get to shooting. Alright, so for range testing, I have what you're looking at now. That's that's 5 cans out at 50 feet. Out there, you can see that wooden frame that has a 6-inch, about 6 to 8-inch metal pie pan. And then out here we have the 125-foot man-sized target. So we're going to start with the 50-foot target. I'm using 0.25 gram BBs and a bipod from a crouching position. Semi first. Alright, auto. Oh, dry. Alright, so 50 feet, it's pretty accurate. 430-ish FPS when you get it stock. Alright, now we're going to take some shots at the 75 foot out there. Can't see where my BBs are going, they're black. There we go. Alright, full auto. Alright, so we're drilling that target at 75 feet. Now, 125 feet, I'm going to do semi first, and I will call shots. Hit. 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 Alright, now we're going to do 3-round bursts at the man-sized target at 125 feet. Okay, so as you can see, at 125 feet, this thing is dead on a man-sized target. Okay, so from what I could hear, I hit every single shot at that tree. I just went out and measured it with a tape measure from my firing point here, and that was over 175 feet. So shooting at a man-sized tree at 175 feet, I hit every time. Full auto, semi, everything. This gun is a beast. If you want a long rifle or just a good field gun out of the box, pick yourself up one of these guns. You cannot afford to not have this gun. It is so inexpensive and it's such a good deal. You better pick one of these up before they run out. I mean, this is a good gun. You've got this big top rail for mounting optics that starts here, goes all the way down to here. So you can fit a small baseball bat sized scope on this thing. It's big. But if you put, and think about it, 175 feet with the metal hop-up stock bucking, stock everything, stock 6.04 barrel, and it's only about 15 inches. When I have my suppressor on here, which comes out from here 9 inches, that's a 23 to 24 inch barrel roughly, 6.01 diameter. That's the tightest you can get for an airsoft gun. And I've made 250 foot kill shots with this thing. That is a long distance. Seriously, you cannot afford to not have this rifle. If you want a DMR, go pick one of these up right now. This is Hazard, signing off.